Hey there, Kipsters. I hope you're having a great start to your day. Now we're going to look at our second passage for this week. Again, it's going to be related to that same topic that we looked at yesterday. And we're going to have that same overarching key question about what makes a person healthy. We're going to learn more about that today. When we answer that question later on in the video, I want you to really look for that evidence within the text from today's passage that proves what makes a person healthy. Let's take a look at what our passage is for today so we can figure out our genre and our thinking.
Today's passage is titled, Show Some Respect. Take a look at the passage, page 1 and page 2, to determine the genre and thinking job for our passage. After looking at this passage, I've determined that the genre is nonfiction and the thinking job is AOT Teach. I know that it's nonfiction because I'm learning facts and I see real pictures of real people that are in this passage. Now it's time for your first read, where you're going to read the passage on your own. You're going to use your thinking job and think about what the author's teaching you and the author's opinion of the text. Make sure that you pause the video as needed in order to have enough time to read the whole passage to yourself. Now that you've read the passage on your own, it's time for us to do a second read where I will be reading the passage aloud. Show some respect. Just as a knight wore metal armor to protect himself against an enemy, we wear invisible armor. It's called our self-esteem. Self-esteem is the way we feel about ourselves, are confident in our worth and abilities. Healthy self-esteem protects us against the challenges of the world and helps us accomplish our goals in successful ways. Healthy people make good choices that help them have positive self-esteem. Learning to respect yourself is one of those good choices. Growing up is like riding a roller coaster. Sometimes you feel happy and confident. These things are the high parts of the roller coaster. But when you feel sad, stressed, or anxious, look out. You can feel as if you're sliding down the rails of the track. The way you feel about yourself can change daily or even more often. Healthy people find ways to balance their lives to prevent their moods from interfering with their everyday living. One way to show some respect to yourself is through positive thinking. Just as your body needs good food and exercise, your mind needs mental nourishment and emotional exercise. Try making a list of positive statements about yourself. Think of 5 positive words that describe yourself and complete this sentence using each of your words. I am funny, kind, generous, friendly, honest. Repeat your sentences to yourself over and over. When you've reminded yourself about your strengths enough times, you'll remember to believe it. Make sure the words you say to yourself are positive ones. Another way to show some respect to yourself is to hang around with positive people. Think about the positive people in your life. How do they affect you? They are like cheerleaders because they are friendly, upbeat, and have cheerful attitudes. You'll find you like to be around these people because the way they act makes you feel good. If you have trouble expressing your feelings, it affects both your mental and physical health. Negative thoughts might make you feel as if no one cares about you, but having a positive person in your life, such as a good friend, parent, or teacher, gives you someone to share your negative feelings with. Part of having good self-esteem is knowing your weakness and accepting them. You know that tomorrow is a new day to start over again. One of the best ways to boost your self-esteem is by helping others. Do you have a passion for animals? Do you wish you could see your grandparents more often? Put these feelings into action. With an adult, volunteer in an animal shelter. Let the artist in you create greeting cards for senior citizens who live in nursing homes. Read a book to a young child. Just find a positive way to reach out to others. Who knows? You may become a positive role model for somebody else. Staying active and busy benefits your mental well-being. Healthy self-esteem is based on our ability to judge ourselves and then accept ourselves for who we are. It's time to be healthy and show yourself some respect. Now that we've read the passage twice, It's time to do our jot. Remember, the jot is the main idea of the text. Pause the movie and jot the main idea in the comments. Now that you've done your jot, it's time to answer these 4 comprehension questions. Make sure you put your answers in the comments. Thanks for the hard work today, and keep up the great work.